What's going on, guys? It's GBP baby. Welcome back to another video. Apologies for the late upload. Been quite busy today, but we're going to start on Dixie. It'll likely be a quick video, but yeah. So you can see we're here on the daily. We had a down close day on Monday, so now I am simply watching this weekly bearish order block. I'll show you that on the weekly now. So this last up close candle, I'm watching that to provide a support in the new day, and you can see a fair value gap has formed here. So moving into Tuesday, I'd like to think we can trade into this fair value gap. I'll just be more specific. I'm looking for us to trade into here, find support, and then I'll be expecting expansion for the rest of the week with an intention to run for this volume imbalance here and potentially into these highs here. Remember, we do have an implied inversion fair value gap on the weekly here. So this is the implied fair value gap. We delivered on the upside. So now I'm watching this level to provide support. So that's why on Tuesday's price action, I want to see how we are treating this level. If we trade lower and start trading into this range deeper, I'll simply stay out the charts and wait. But preferably, I'd like to think that we can trade into this fair value gap and then leave it with the expectation to start looking for higher prices for the rest of the week. So very simple price action. You can see we have a very weird wick that's just formed. But you can still see there's a fair value gap down here that price is likely going to want to draw into. Let's go to the 1 hour. Again, we traded higher, but we can see we've got relative equal lows below here, here, and here. So as we move into Tuesday's price action, we'll likely trade lower. And then I'd like to, again, as I'm saying, I'd like to see us turn around in price to trade higher and take out these relative equal highs that we can see have formed above here. So a very simple day in general. I'll just show you what I mean in case you didn't grasp that. I simply want to see us trade into this fair value gap and then start to trade up into that buy side liquidity. So that's what I'm looking for, and that would be ideal if we can create the low of the week here, because then we can simply start looking for longs for the rest of the week. But remember, we do have high impact news on Tuesday and then no news on Wednesday, so we might find that Wednesday consolidates and Tuesday does create the low, which will be ideal. So yeah, pretty simple, very interesting price action. This wick, again, this is why you got to be careful in price, guys, because it can do this kind of stuff and you got to be careful. But again, relative equal lows, so price is going to want to draw into that, accumulate sell stops, and then trade higher to distribute them. Let's go on GBP real quick. We'll go on the daily, and you'll see we traded higher. We're trading into this wick. Again, I'm happy to see price trade higher into this range. This is the highest I want to see price go before turning around and seeing low prices. So let's go to the 4 hour. You see we expanded higher. Price may want to actually trade up into this bearish order block, so I am watching this. Preferably price doesn't take out these highs. That's why I'm watching this blue level right here. I'd like to think that could provide resistance. So as dollar trades lower, I'm looking for GBP to trade higher, and then I'll be expecting a reversal to then trade lower. On the 1 hour, you can see I have the Asian range marked out. You can see how we came down into optimal trade entry, traded higher, ran out these stops, and now I'm expecting us to trade one more time above this swing high, which I believe is engineered liquidity, into the weekly bearish order block. I'll just show you that now. Right here, this massive big up close candle. So I'd like to see us trade up into that, above that, sorry, and find resistance for us to then short. So London may offer us that swing high, create a Judas swing, and then I'd like to look for expansion to the downside to start running for Monday's low and maybe into Friday's lows as well. Because remember, our drawn liquidity is down here. Another thing I want to show you is that I did actually take some trades today. Let me just show you. Unfortunately, I didn't get to post it, but if you want me to do a trade review, I can show you how I entered. Let me just get this sorted. Like so, and you'll see that we entered here at the midpoint of the Asian range, traded higher, and then let our stops off above these relative equal highs. You can see there was a 15-minute fair value gap right here. We traded down into that, so I went long here and here on demo account, guys. Doesn't really matter, but you can see we traded after I saw that we found support at this level, low, high, lower, low, broke higher. I'm watching this provide support. You can see we've been consolidating, came down during London, went long here, and then we simply expanded into that buy side liquidity. So if you want me to go into more in depth about how this trade formed, drop a comment below and I'll be happy to cover that. So let's finish up on euro. and we'll go to the daily, and you'll see we traded higher on euro. Again, a fair value gap has formed, so I wouldn't be surprised if price traded into that fair value gap tomorrow. But remember, we're looking for price to create a high because we are expecting low prices overall. So let's go to the 4 hour. You can see we rallied higher, fair value gap right here with a bearish order block. So I'd like to see price rally into that, and then we witness a reversal and start heading for these lows down here. So very simple, honestly nothing much different, but it's interesting to see that we've got a clear consolidation here, clear relative equal highs above here. So price is going to want to draw up into that breaker here, high, low, higher high. So definitely keep an eye on this down close candle right here. We'll make this black, and this may offer us shorting opportunities in the new day with the expectation to run for that south side liquidity below these lows and again below these lows. So should be a nice day tomorrow. Definitely going to be in the charts. Join the Discord if you haven't already, and we should be able to find some nice setups. So that's going to be everything, guys. Thanks for watching. Again, apologies for the late upload, and I'll catch you tomorrow. Peace.